Rick Dalton. Recently I was lucky enough to be named the manager here at Tuscarora and Locust Lake State Park Complex. We run two parks here. Right now we're at the beach at Tuscarora State Park. The sister park to that is Locust Lake. It's about 6 miles down the valley. Both parks have lakes and are about the same size in acreage, about 1,700 acres total. Both lakes only allow paddling or electric motors, so they're pretty quiet. They're smaller lakes, so that's the reason for the restriction. Right here at the beach at Tuscarora, this is probably the focal point of the park during the summer months. Locust Lake, the focus there is more camping. There's 282 campsites. Here at Tuscarora, we do provide overnight facilities. We have 4 yurts and 6 camping cottages. Other than that, the park is day use and closes at dusk. So they're two very similar but different parks located here in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania. One of the things that attracted me to this park complex is they're two really beautiful valleys nestled in amongst areas that have been mined or are actively being mined. So these areas are protected and you can get away from that, come over the hill, and you're in a really picturesque and beautiful valley. There are boat rentals at both facilities. They have paddle boats, canoes, kayaks, rowboats. We have a camp store at Locust Lake. There's shower facilities here for folks that come to use this park, and picnicking facilities here. There's 2 pavilions we rent, but there's a bunch of picnic tables throughout the park in the woods where you can kind of get away and have a nice lunch or a picnic on the weekend. Very popular, as I said, on the weekends. If the weather's nice, both beaches will be crowded. The campground tends to sell out at Locust Lake on holidays. You want to make reservations there. You probably want to do it 11 months in advance at dcnr.pa.gov is where you can go to reserve sites and the camping cottages and pavilions here in this park. The camping cottages are pretty bare bone. They're not cabins. They don't have kitchens and bathrooms in them. They're really just a sleeping facility with beds and some furniture. And then there's a shower house and bathroom located close by to those and to the yurts. The yurts and the cottages are pretty much next to each other in the park. And there's a playground near those facilities for the kids to enjoy when they're here. Miles of trails at both parks for hiking. There's trails that go around both lakes. We recently acquired from forestry an additional 600 some acres of the Silver Creek tract that pretty much took Locust from about 1,100 to 1,700 acres, and that really added a bunch of new trails for us to utilize. At both parks, fishing's featured. Locust Lake gets stocked a little more heavily with trout once pre-season and then once again after opening day, so it's very popular for the trout fishermen. And both lakes hold warm water species, catfish, bass, little mouth, big mouth bass, and all sorts of other warm water perch, bluegills, just about anything you can think of. They're in the lakes and people fish for them. Locust Lake, again, is more of a camping destination. There's a boat concession there. If you don't want to bring yours with you, we have the boat concession can provide them so you can get out on the lake. At the camp store, you can find some pre-cooked food, hamburgers, hot dogs. The ice cream is very popular. They have some camping supplies. They have ice, wood, basically most of your needs while you get there. If you forget something, they'll have it for you. A bunch of souvenirs, t-shirts, sweatshirts, those kind of things at the camp store. It's pretty much that camping, you're going to Locust Lake. Day use, picnicking, swimming is more featured at Tuscarora.
Well, that's going to wrap up our show here from the Dragon Boats and the exhibit part in Wilkes-Barre. Thanks to Pennsylvania American Water for letting me on their boat. We didn't win, but we had a great day, and it was a lot of fun. We want to thank our sponsors here on the Great Outdoors, Weaver's Archery in Middleburg and Sickler's Bike and Sport Shop in Kingston and Clark Summit. We'll see you next week in the Great Outdoors. I gotta get some water.
This has been another locally produced show by Fox 56, CW38, MyTV, and MeTV, the leading producer of local programming.